Hi, hello, my name is Julia and I could be your erotic photographer. And this video there will be an introduction for the shoot. And very often before clients booking the session, they send me a list of questions, and most of the times these questions repeat themselves. That is why I'm making this video. And this couple is asking 4 questions. Okay, so let me just read you out one by one, and then I will be answering. So the first one I decided to answer is this. Please, could you confirm your cost for the session, including the images? Okay. So how long is the piece of string? That is the question about. Okay. The thing is that photo shoots were created in my studios, are made by the professional photographer, yes, and I'm creating the styles, designs, scenarios, I'm dressing them up, I'm posing them, I'm lighting them, and I'm shooting photography and video. However, okay, I am pricing the time, okay, and the service, okay. And recently I just shot models, okay, and models take a certain time, okay, and models take a certain, how to say, direction, right? Usually the couples who are arriving to the studio, they're doing this the first time, okay. So I would like to ask this couple, what is your experience, okay, how fast you can shoot, how fast you can create the artistic representations, the how to say, the fantasies, scenarios, how quickly you can go into the mode, into the atmosphere. You know, this is all depends on individual. Okay, so some couples take 1 hour, some couples take 2 hours to shoot exactly identical content. Okay, and some couples take 4 hours. Okay, and that's where the couple price get reflected for the couple. Okay, and then the longer we shoot, the more post-production time involves. Okay, and that means that, how to say, I will spend longer doing editing. Okay, so what are the costs? I am pricing per hour. Okay, so what that includes is you staying at the studio, you hiring the whole studio, you staying in the dressing room. Okay, we are going to shoot, and that's where the time comes during the photo shoot itself, right? Okay, so 1 hour costs 540 to shoot in the studio. Usually, standard photo session is 2 hours long. Okay, and my couples like to shoot photography as well as videos. Okay, I am probably the only studio who will provide you everything what we create. Okay, so what we make together will be yours. Okay, all the images, and what I can do in 2 hours, I can shoot up to 500 shots, okay, in 2 hours, and that will be yours. So imagine if for 2 hours you're paying 540, right? For 2 hours is 1080, and you're getting 500 shots, so there will be £2 per image. Okay, and people do not understand that to create this footage, okay, takes a knowledge, takes an experience. I never shoot in one lighting. I use a lot of lighting variations. We use a lot of outfits, poses, designs, so on and so on. But then, okay, because I'm shooting in the raw format, I have to spend time in editing. Okay, so this project is never 2 hours for me. Okay, this project is 7 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, depending on the product they will require. Because what happens is people get used to perfect images, get used to see the filtered images, edited images, or removed an imperfection. Couples who are coming there, not like I say, professional models, they cannot pose and be perfect during that photo shoot. And so the the editing, very often people would like to see only the most beautiful pictures and the most perfect pictures, and I'm not that photographer who actually decides on your behalf which ones you will choose and which ones are perfect for you, just because I've already tested in 10 years and asked all my clients to choose the pictures they love the most. Okay. And believe it or not, okay, it is only 30% I can match up. Okay, 70% they choosing pictures from, I would never choose. Okay, and this is the most beautiful for them. Okay, so I do how to say, not take this responsibility, and I do give them the pictures which are how to say, not that perfect. Okay, and like the spectrum, because when they start shooting, okay, especially when I'm shooting adult content, erotica, dressing down, revealing your imperfections, revealing your body, okay, there are a lot of emotions and feelings kick in, and there is a lot of holding back energy. There is no sexual energy coming out, then people are start feeling, the atmosphere, the vibe, and it's a very, how to say, step by step process, and that is exactly what is imprinted in every image. Okay, some pictures will be related to your mood, some pictures will be related to certain associations, some pictures will be related to many things for you, which I would not be able to recognize, okay, and I would not be able to see, but you will. Okay, so it is very important for you to have the whole the footage, okay, the whole spectrum, and you will see at the start you felt like this, and it was maybe stiff, maybe awkward, maybe slow, and your body didn't, how to say, didn't fold, and did not present accordingly, right? But I'm directing and I'm helping my couples to achieve the best results, and I never had a successful shoot. Okay, so that's how I evaluate by the project. Okay, how complicated it is, well, if I knew you personally, and if I would see you how you shoot in the studio, I could tell you how long it will take and how much it will cost. Okay, because people very often come in, oh, we just need 5 or 10 images. Okay, and then you start shooting and you realize that these people never done this before. They imagine a beautiful posing, a beautiful, how to say, images, and they cannot even set themselves into that pose, and it takes 100 shots for them to create that an amazing picture, and that's all taking my time. Okay, so I'm do not sell one picture or two pictures or three pictures. I am selling the experience and the process, and that is up to you. Okay, you can stay at home and you can practice and you can pose and do whatever you like to make it faster. Okay, and just how to say, uh, exercise. Okay, and have this test, between of you or something, because coming in the studio is a different deal. Talking blah 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 is one thing, right? And when the hands-on and real experience kick in, it's a totally different thing. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It is very hard for me to evaluate, because sometimes couples booking 1 hour or 2 hours and then they stay the whole day because they see I am showing, and I am, how to say, we are witnessing together the progress. Okay, and I'm showing the successful shots, and they are seeing during the photo shoot what are the results. Okay, so no surprise for them, right? What's happening in the studio, what we're shooting, what we're creating. I am setting up the plan before, during the consultation, and then we're going to the studio and achieving, okay, our goals, right? So how do I confirm without those, how to say, special, without the special information? It is not possible unless you booking a pre-booked. I have packages which I'm trying to fit in my couple in, and they all include basic editing. That means that I'm taking the raw files and just converting them into JPEGs and doing a basic post-production on videos as well, right? And you can choose a package which is 1080, 1640, or 2400. Okay, and that again all reflects on the time and on the services that will be offered on the day. The next question is about the copyrights. Okay, so who owns the IP on your photographs after the shoot? Okay, thank you so much for asking this question. Okay, and expressing it that this is my photographs, because very often clients think that this is their images. Okay, that this is only theirs, and without me, all these how to say, erotic, explicit, making love scenes, penetration shots will not be possible. Okay, so I assume that this is our work and we are sharing. Okay, copyrights. Why we are sharing? Because in the previous question I've answered that one picture at my studio, because I shoot bulk, I shoot projects, I do not shoot 1 or 5 pictures, right? We're creating certain scenarios we want to shoot and fit in the time frame. Okay, and we're getting a bulk. Okay, I'm producing a big file for you. Okay, and so that file downgrades the cost towards between £1 to £4 per professional, artistic, erotic, explicit image. Okay, between £1 and £4. So before people arrive to my studio, they Google and they check the prices. How much is one picture per person in the studio, and between 30 to 50-60 pounds per image is like a basic. Okay, and there is a higher prices out there, but I'm just being on the lower end. Okay, and so and that's dressed. Okay, that's not naked, that's not boobs or asses or cocks out. I'm talking about dressed images, right? And maybe you can find the studios with certain erotica and stuff for this price, but that's again maybe, and all the studios provide the limited service. Okay, my studio offers unlimited service, and what that means is that couple can create their fantasy and create their dreams. Okay, and they can go as far as they want. Okay, just because I have a medical background and I do not stop them. Okay, I do not see how you can create making love scenes and pretend, or how to say, be just in the certain frame, in the certain box. Okay, I'm always pushing the boundaries and encouraging couples to actually, if they are here, to actually create something special for them. Okay, so we are sharing the copyrights, and what that means, that you are allowed to use my artwork, okay, for your purpose, for your benefit, whatever you want to do, and I am that guarantor, and I'm telling to my couples that I am also allow myself to use the artwork I create. Okay, but do not show any identity. Okay, so the faces will be cropped. Okay, and I'm using just the body. Okay, so that is what I am saying. But because we're shooting a lot of content, I'm not able to, how to say, to present all of that, but I am keeping that right. If you want a photo shoot with exclusive right for your eyes only, okay, you pay for copyrights. Okay, and that will be an extra fees. Okay, for that, right? And usually it's quite pricey, and my couples do not bother about that and paying a standard shoot and sharing those copyrights with me. How many photos would you expect us to receive from you after the session? Do we receive them all digitally, or are there physical prints too? Okay, so like I say, other photo studios will sell you the packages with the prints and so on and so on. Okay, and I don't do that because I am shooting and I am working in the other way. Okay, so I am telling that for 1 hour of the photo session, we will produce up to 200 shots, right? If we have 2 hours in the studio, you'll have 500 shots. If we shoot the videos, you will get movie stills from the videos and also basic video edits. Okay, and videos will be 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long, 7 minutes long, 12 minutes long, 20 minutes long, depending how we're shooting, what we're shooting, and so on. That is a post-production different how to say, different subject, and it is priced accordingly. Again, 120 per hour for editing. Okay, and so like what can I say? You will get as much as you make. Okay, how much you will make? Well, people, when they come in the studio, they want to use that time, and they, how to say, they don't want to waste. They don't want to waste it. So they are ready to, how to say, to create as much as they can. That's what they do. And last session I had on Saturday, so we created 700. Okay, 700 images. Okay, and then we shot movie in parallel. So from those movies which I shot, okay, I also retrieved around 700 movie stills. What it is, movie still is when you're posing for an image, it is a freestyle photo shoot. It is slightly slower, and it is slightly staged or posed. Okay, because when you're shooting a photograph, how to say, movement is encouraged, but it is different than you shooting a video. For a video, you can't stop, so you have to move all the time, and produce the sexual content, energy, passion, and so on, right? So videos is a totally different medium, and I would encourage people definitely to try that, because it's a different content. But what happens when you constantly move? You create a totally different memories and different moments. So that is why when you're watching a photography and photographs, and when you're watching a movie stills, it's the same sets and scenarios, but it's a totally different content. Okay, just so you know. So there are options to make prints, and you can do it on the mass market. And I have one how to say, one company who would print your nude and explicit shots. Not many of them are available, unfortunately, and I know one print house which I can refer to, which creates and prints professional artwork. Okay, prints are included. They're quite pricey, but quality is mind-blowing. Okay, so they do print out sexual content. Okay, so that is possible, but this would be as a, how to say, as a extra services if you want me to create. Because what happens when you booking with the print house, you need to soft proof the images. Okay, for the certain paper, for the certain, it's just a different how to say, time scale. You have to prepare the files and then upload them for them, and so on. And so it's another work. And if you're doing a mass production, then you don't need to do anything. You can just upload JPEG files, which I will give you in a digital format. So everything comes from my studio in a digital format, and there are galleries, secure galleries, and I will send you the link, which will be coded, and you will be able to enter that gallery. Okay, and download your images from there. Okay, also I am able to send the USB, okay, with a sign mail, okay, with the Royal Mail. Royal Mail now is on strike, but hopefully it will finish. And so I do not offer directly any prints, but I can advise you, and I can direct you to the certain destination you want to go. You want to have maybe a big wall artwork, then I'll know the places where we were printing my artwork before. Okay, and the last question would be about how long would the session will take. Okay, so like I already mentioned, it is up to you. Okay, it is up to you how much experience you have in the studio, how much comfortable you are with your body, how much you can perform and act out, and jump into that scenario, go into that zone and start creating this. It all depends on you, not on me. Okay, my lights are on, my cameras are on. Okay, but very often we shooting trash at the start. It's just nothing interesting. It's nothing exciting. By the time you will test it and set it up and have another go and so on and so on. So, how to say? Practice this at home. It will take less time. Okay, practice this. People coming here. There was this last week. There was one couple who decided they book a half-day shoot and they decided to have 18 outfits. 18, and I'm looking at that brief and thinking, how I'm gonna do the conveyor shoot, because what will happen is that they will be just changing and this, and people do not understand what's happening in the studio. They are not aware. They have not been. They have not tried. They have not been in the front of the camera. Okay, and they don't know even how to pose and what to do, and they imagine that everything, for them happens. For some couples, yeah, it is quick and easy, and I am making this photo shoot as simple as possible and easy to follow. But how to say, sexual energy is not something that, fall into you from the sky or you can just step in. Some people take a while, okay, to get there. And that's a personality factor. I can't guarantee that we're shooting everything in 1 hour or in 2 hours. The standard photo shoot that people, how to say, be able to have the feel, okay, be able to express themselves, to create a substantial content to look at, and try many things and experiment. It's 2-3 hours long, okay, no rush experience, yeah. When they having a brief like that and they booking 1 hour and putting me under pressure, under pressure when you need to, how to say, cook so much stuff in a very short period of time, okay, and because they imagine that everything is, how to say, fast and quick, then how to say, it is possible, but you're making me nervous. Okay. I like to be relaxed. I like to have some time and I like to test the things and have, goals and give you some time. So, coming back to this couple with this 18 outfits, they start shooting and then they realize that, how to say, it's better enjoy and finish every scene and complete and accomplish something, okay, instead of changing million times and what is this, how to say, a quick fashion shoot and they're not even the models and this changing takes a lot of time as well, and so on and so on. So what can I say? I'm making this video for people to understand, okay, that I do not work as the other studios, okay, and I do not provide the same service as the other studios, okay, and nothing I can help, okay, nothing I can help. I'm different, okay, so there will be no standard packages and there will be no standard answers. I have this, how to say, created for and tested for so many years, okay, that I can tell you people are different and taking a certain times on the different time scale, okay, and if you're taking 5 hours in the studio, okay, and you're booking a 2 hours photo shoot but staying 5 hours, you will pay extra fees for the time that you extended and overstay, okay. That's what I can tell you. I can't guarantee that you will shoot it in that time because it does not only, how to say, depends on me. Okay. It literally depends on how my couple can perform. Okay. On that set, on that day, how they feel, how much they're in the mood, how much they turn on, and we're discovering all those things together. It is not like a conveyor thing here. It is a creative thing. Okay. You are participating in a creative process with me, and we are creating those things together. And so it is very hard to, how to say, to calculate those things, but I can give you a rough idea. Okay. So hopefully that video helps. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.